Good day, viewers. So once again, welcome to my YouTube channel. As usual, I bring you the very best. A Biafra member in Israel is already pulling weight at the moment. In person of Rachel Nwosu, she is currently handling the issue with Israel Parliament currently, and a lot of signatures have come into the paper. She came on her X handle, giving the good news to the Biafrans, how far she has gone with the Knesset member in Israel. Biafran evangelist, another giant has surfaced in person of Rachel Nwosu. What would you have to say concerning this her movement with Biafra?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you're watching us from, depending on our time zone. When you are making this video, may the Lord bless you. You know, these are one of the things we are talking about. It's all about determination, it's all about seriousness, it's all about knowing what you are doing, understanding what you are doing, and how serious it is, and what matters to you. You understand? That is what matters to this matter. No, it's not about coming to parade yourself, just for Nigeria to see you. From there, you use that one to enrich your pocket, then you move away. No, that is not what you're talking about. And that is not how struggle is being carried. And that is not how to get freedom. I know if you watch the scene now that is going on, I could remember there was a time I do tell you before that that the issue of Biafra is a spirit, it's a spiritual thing, not a faith thing. You understand? If you leave this person, you will connect with this person. It can use anybody because it is the time. The due time has come for us to have our way, our freedom. If you watch now, the two capable men currently now are not, they are down in the custody of lies. But one lies in Nigeria, the second one lies in Finland. Then if you see it now, you will agree with me. The remaining one, the ones that are coming now, is no longer in the angle and the side of the men. It is now the side of the women. The women have taken over the struggle. Imagine a fight where women gather to fight you. Where will you, how do you, intend to cope? And how do you intend to survive fight like that? That is to tell you, I'm happy for the news, the report I am getting from her, because I believe that she took the step of the mother, I mean the first queen, and no other person I'm talking about other than Ngozi Orabeze. You understand that she is that queen who took the bold step in all odds. She decided, to welcome the criticism and to make sure that things were all right, which today you and I can vividly stand and point to one or two things as her effort and a contribution for this struggle. And another woman saw it in person of Rachel Nwosu, decided to pick it up in her own side, where she believed that she has more to do. She herself want to push it further. And I give God the glory. Nasset, she was able to convince the Nasset, I mean the parliament, with the, the contribution and the collaboration of every other contributors, regarding to this struggle, convince and convert the Nasset, I mean the Israeli parliament, to finish up the document endorsement signature, which by the grace of God, according to her, next week or in 2 weeks' time, they will be sitting. They are not sitting to start discussing Biafra afresh, but they are sitting to discuss on how they are going to go about it and how, when to fix the date, the day, the week, the month, and the year, because nobody will come now. I won't tell you that Biafra is coming tomorrow. I won't tell you that Biafra is coming. If I say tomorrow, they may decide today based on how God, led them, how God wanted. If I say today now, it might be tomorrow. You see why I will use the word only God knows when, and they are now discussing time, date, weeks, months, and the year when this will happen. And moreover, before the final conclusion, Netanyahu will be having an election, will be contesting in an election virtually this year, if I'm not mistaken, October to be precise, whether to continue as the Prime Minister of Israel or to step down for another to take over the office. But our prayer now should be this: we should keep our fingers crossed that whosoever that may win the election, whether Netanyahu, returning or another person coming up, let that person be a lover of the Jew, Number one, let that person carry the Jews at heart. Number three, let that person love his brothers. When you have compassion to your brothers, they will now remember Biafra too. There are brothers of the same mother who are in the axis of Africa. And Nigeria to be precise, and there is no other brother of Israel rather than the Biafrans. So that should be our major aim prayer now. You get the point? So that somebody that will come there will not be the person that will be influenced by Nigerian government, because Nigerian government is ready to if that is to sacrifice Nigeria to make sure that Biafra did not come. So we'll be praying, putting our fingers crossed, calling on the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which is the God, the Chukwokikabiama, that we know, that he should arrest whosoever they may emerge as the PM of Israel, so that that person too should think about us too, should include us in the heart, so that this signature, this endorsement will not be something that at the end of the day, after the aftermath, they will carry it and put under a table and leave it there. That will not be our portion. This time around, by the special grace of God, whosoever that will emerge, my prayer is this: if the person that will, that will succeed in Netanyahu is not going to carry us along to fulfill that which we are seeking for, let that person know we let Netanyahu remain. You get my point? Let Netanyahu do what? Retain the position, because this is exactly what we want. And whosoever that will carry us, whether Netanyahu or not, but let that person carry us and fulfill this. And I believe that is one of the reasons why they themselves want to discuss about it. You understand? To plan and to prepare ahead, so that whosoever they may match, this is what is already on the ground, and no jibita can stop it, so that they can push it and give us exactly what we want. Except you like the way you are suffering in Nigeria. Are you getting it? Except you like it, then you close your mouth. Except I want you to put yourself, assume a Mazen Namdekano happen to be your uncle, happen to be your brother, happen to be your father, happen to relate to you as in blood, apart from Biafra. How do you feel? I want you to see that young man. Or for example, you are the one now standing in this gap, and the people are going, how do you feel? So you see why I'm using this opportunity to urge everywhere meaning Biafrans to put their fingers crossed and to be prayerful that in this election, whosoever that will come to that prime minister position of Nasser, which is Israel, that the person should carry Biafra along.
Well said, Reverend Evangelist. As usual, you analyzed properly. Now, coming to Mazin Kanu, it was said that a reshuffle took place in the position of the DOS in Biafra standing. I don't understand how it comes, but you'll be in a better position to give us analysis. Mazin Kanu reshuffled, changed the leader of the DOS. What would you have to say that triggered this and what happened?
Yeah, I love what that man did. He was in the prison when he told, I think, Abaribe and some set of group men of Kareba that went to visit him at Sokoto prison, and he told them that he want to have 100 men. Are you hearing me? You understand? So, in the case of this DOS, in 2015, Maze Tedoziem was the DOS boss, and I think Sweden, Australia, they're about when Mazen Namdekan was in the missionary journey of campaigning, relating, and educating, broadcasting about Biafra. So he met him, he discussed with him, he handed over some vital, issues and position regarding to this to someone that will be from that as he be pushing. He will not be in Nigeria at the same time being in Canada. So there should be, that is what we call power shared. You understand? Authority shared. That is a division of labor. You understand? So they now disputed it just the same way Simon Ekpan did. Everybody in their own field. Wherever you find yourself, handle it as your issue, handle it as your matter, handle it as your own. You understand? But it's quite unfortunate that those is not up and doing. A dosium is not that person that have the confidence, have the belief of standing out or speaking out to defend the Biafrans under his watch. Many Biafrans have been fired, many Biafrans have been sidelined, many Biafrans have been kidnapped, silenced, many Biafrans have been, in jail, suffering without nobody speaking for them or asking of them. And we have somebody like Mazen Dozim. You see what annoys somebody like Mazen Namdekan? That was why he decided to dissolve, to dissolve some cabinet offices regarding to the US department. So, and having said that, they now remove a Dozim and put somebody Nwagu, you understand, Mazen Nwagu, in the place, so that we need somebody that is vibrant, we need somebody that is available, we need somebody that is violent, we need somebody that is, that is not ready to compromise. We need people that are determined, that make up their mind, that is ready, willing to sacrifice. Because Biafra coming is all about sacrifice. And this sacrifice is not about self alone. This sacrifice is a sacrifice for our future children, the one now and the one that is yet to be born, their own betterment. How many years did Mazen Dozem have to live on earth? Likewise, my very self speaking to you now. Likewise, Mazen Namdekano. Likewise, every other people. We are not doing this. Neither is Mazen Namdekano, happy to be in Sokoto. He did not wish himself to be in Sokoto, but he look at it that for how long will I continue like this? It's better I sacrifice once for the betterment of my children and my children's children. The people that the Northerners is afraid of is no other country than Israel.
Okay.
The Islamic nation is afraid of Israel. They are afraid of them. So because those ones who want to act, they don't look back. They behave even worse than them. And there is something that is going on. Do you know that this movement of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that the British is not happy with him? They are siding the North, going against Bola Ahmed Tinubu for signing bilateral agreement because they are blaming why should they sign it with Israel? Why not Islamic nation? That is to tell you, you see this UK, all of you will be saying when I get time, UK, I not send the UK. And not even free visa, I don't want. I don't know how people always UK, you see them getting happy, becoming so excited, sharing testimony in UK. God forbid. I will never, even if the visa is free, I'm not going. I don't need. I hate them. I don't need. That was why when I had the opportunity, I couldn't go. No, 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 no. I don't like them, and I will never like them. Why? Because of this their nonsense. Yes, because of this their nonsense. Have you ever seen where they come and say, okay, oh, let us support a Christian nation to have their freedom? And this one is another evidence again. Why should they? Is Nigeria not a country you colonize? The same thing happened, the mistake which they made during the Biafran war by supporting Nigeria against the Igbos, massacring our people, providing by Weasley, the parliament chief, the one that is in charge of arms, supply arms to Nigerians against the Igbos. And these Igbos are the ones you emerge together with Nigeria. You call it one. Then how do you now, come up now, you now there again? That is to tell you they are crafty and they hate Igbos. So that craftiness must not continue. And he's telling God is exposing UK now. Do you know, as I speak to you, UK have divided into two. Serious issue is in UK. I was telling one that the UK should first of all, if I were them, if not because of their greediness and stupidity that they are, they should first of all resolve what is trending in their own place. Do you know that they are forcing them now to sign Sharia into their law by force? You get it now? Because of their greed, longer truth. See where they have landed themselves. They have not solved. They're supposed to solve that before coming to talk about what is happening now. But look at how they left their own. Start blaming Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Why did you have to reach an agreement with Israel? That is to tell you that these people are terrible. They are not people to reckon with. They are not people to see as people to work with. In case, at the end of the day, Biafra eventually completes. I'm using this opportunity. I don't know about, I'm talking to myself now because another man's food is another one's poison. The last thing I will do is to have anything to do with the UK in my life. Never. Because they are not people to relate with. They are not people to trust. Remember, in 2023, did you know that Atiku traveled to UK? He went successfully and he returned back. Bola Ahmed Tinubu traveled to UK. He went to travel successfully and he returned back. But Peter Obi and Igbo man traveled to UK. Do you know that they arrested him? They started coming up with some freezing, some nonsense coming up to checkmate him to do the. When they now realize that the P2B, the kind of asset is kind of person, we are sorry, we are sorry. Why didn't you give others the same equal treatment? But this one is an Igbo man, a Christian for that matter. See, I pity Igbo people that have time with the UK. To hell with the UK, thunder fire them there.
Well said, Biafran evangelist, because currently there is fire on the mountain. The Arewa youth have gathered themselves in a press conference yesterday. I don't know if you checked it out. Now they have gathered. The president have come out. The president of Arewa youth has come out to clearly send a message to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Release Malam El Rufai. Release him, or else the 2027 election will be the last election that will happen in
I
Nigeria.
want it to happen. Let it be like that. So shall it be. It's a good prayer. 2027, let it be the last election in Nigeria. Let it be. Let everything end. If possible, self make it end now. So the message is sending to Erufai. Is Erufai greater than Masenam? Do you know what Erufai did while he was a governor?
What did he do?
A governor of a Kano state. Do you know how many Christians that man killed? Do you know that it was in Kano state that they happened all these terrorists that terrorized Nigeria? He fed them with the Nigerian money, with the support of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Somebody like Erufai doesn't, he not supposed to be talking. They're not supposed to be saying anything about Erufai. You know, it was that act, that very act, that made Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the Senate decided not to give him an appointment, senatorial appointment. They turned him down because of his attitude as a governor, why he was a Kaduna governor. Why youth that is president that is talking now, as at yesterday, should go back to drawing board. And this Arewa, I believe Arewa youth are the northern youth, I mean the Hausas. Then you that is the Hausa, the Fulani that you welcome, how far? How many Hausa is governor? How many Hausa is holding a confirmed, a concrete political position in the northern region of Nigeria? Then the Fulani, the Hausas are still not, woken up. Hey, I want to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Let Erufai remain there. Let Erufai pay the price. Any crime he committed, let him face it. Let whatsoever that will happen in 2027, let it happen. I don't think there is anything that will happen in 2027 that have never happened before. And I don't think there is anything that will happen in 2027 that will be greater than 1967 to 1970 Nigerian Biafran war. So there is nothing new again. So whatsoever that will happen, let them bring it on with Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So everything should end. That is even my prayer.